Good afternoon. This is the video recording of degree second year syllabus, in which today's video class is about one word substitute, the vocabulary, which is in unit 4 for semester 4. The given syllabus in the text is one word substitutes. According to the given text, one word substitutes are words that can be used to replace a group of words or a full sentence without any loss of meaning. One word substitutes are an essential feature of vocabulary building, and they help us make our writing crisp and precise. That is, within a very few words we will be able to say many things that is crisp and precise. For example, take a look at the following sentence. He went to the shop to buy some paper, pens, files and pads. This can be rewritten as follows. That is, he went to the shop to buy some stationery. So this is, instead of each thing's giving its form, we are using a word which represents all. Then here in exercise 1, the given text starts with the exercise 1 and 2. So the exercise 1 is match the description in column 1 with their one word substitutes in column 2. One who knows many languages. Can we say the same meaningful sentence with a single word? He will be polyglot. One who dislikes or distrusts the woman. Misogynist, the given word. One who loves books. Bibliophile. One who is doubtful about the existence of God. Agnostic, they are also known as atheist. A person who doubts accepted opinions. Skeptic. One who is unaffected by joy or grief. Stoic. A person who believes that everything is motivated by selfishness. Cynic. A person who expects the worst. Pessimist. One who hates or mistrusts the humankind. Misanthrope. A person who supports women's rights. Feminist. A person who is overly anxious about his or her health. Valetudinarian, that is the word which is a new word to read. A person who is selfless and has concern for the welfare of others. Altruist. A person who is 70 years old. Septuagenarian. If 80 years, octogenarian, like the words that we make use of. A person of unorthodox or unconventional views. Maverick. A person who pretends to be what he or she is not. Hypocrite. So this is all about the exercise 1 of one word substitutes. And the remaining things are based on the same thing. I think this I continue with the next class. I didn't prepare the answers for this. So the remaining part I continue with the relative clauses. Grammar that is of relative clauses. The same unit continuation. First of all, what are the relative clauses? The relative clauses are the WH forms that we make use of in a sentence. And it relates the beginning part of the sentence to the remaining part of the sentence. So we call it as a relative sentence or relative clause. Look at the following sentences from Rowling's piece, J.K. Rowling. Here, it might be tempted to envy people who can live that way. Who can live that way? I might be tempted to envy people who can live that way. So, I is reflected again in the same sentence by making use of who can live that way. So, it is relating the sentence, giving you the related context in the same sentence of the beginning part of the sentence. So we say that these are the relative clauses. And there is a difference between a clause and a phrase. Clause will have a subject and predicate of its own, that is the subject and the verb in a sentence. That is the rule that is followed, because of which we say that it is a clause. But phrase is only a group of words. It should not be with the pattern of noun, verb, all that. Any group of words is a phrase. So generally it is the relative pronouns we see in the exercise. Relative pronouns perform two functions. Like other pronouns, they refer to a noun. Like the beginning part of the sentence is always, we see that it is the subject. Subject is the sense, the noun. A person or thing that has already been mentioned. Also, they join two clauses together. For example, the film is about a girl. The girl overcomes many obstacles in her life. These are the two sentences with a full stop. If same thing said, the film is about a girl who overcomes many obstacles in her life. Who is the word that refers to the girl, which is in the beginning of the sentence as a noun. Okay. Then we make use of the relative pronouns as WH forms. Who and whom always refers to the people. Whom is used as the object of the verb in the relative clause. However, in the modern English, it is common to use who in both subject and object positions. Whom is used only in the formal and written English. The very first two examples from the text I give. The woman who is talking to the tall man is the CEO. The woman whom the tall man is talking to is the CEO. We use whose in relative clause to describe ownership. That is possessive kind of relative clause, or to show the possession of anything. To whom does whose the things belong to. I have never seen a plant whose flowers change color. We have invited only those scholars whose work is relevant to the project. This is the NGO whose performance was praised by the Prime Minister. Polluted Ganga water is a major threat to people whose livelihoods depend on water. So whose is referred or used as a relative clause to show the possessiveness of a particular thing. We use which for things, subject or object of the class. My grandfather has a camera which was manufactured in 1906. Then we make use of that. We use that of for a person and things, subject and object of the class, and after a superlative that can be used informally instead of who and which. I saw something that was round with many colored feathers on it. So here we are making use of that for person and things that can be the subject and object of the class. Where is the pen that I gave you in the morning? So in this context, that refers to the things or the persons to whom it is already mentioned in the beginning part of the sentence. Then we have relative adverbs. In relative adverbs, the WH form where we talk about when, where, why, mannerism, order, command, and then politeness. These are the simple and the place, time, manner, everything is referred, just like we have the knowledge about the adverbs. So for today's class, this is for semester 4 and degree second year syllabus. This is the video recording of relative classes in which I explained or I mentioned the use of the relative classes which we use in a sentence to reflect the subject of that sentence again in the same given structure. So I just complete with this given exercise in the text. Just one exercise I will do based on the explanation that I have just given. The exercise 2 is add who or whom, whose or which in the given blank. The very first sentence, in the conference I met a polyglot. Dash knew 13 languages. To refer to a person, we make use of who, as we have already studied. He never finds shoes dash fit him well, which fit him well. Why do you always ask questions dash are too complicated, which are too complicated? People dash are participating in the competition have to write a story. People dash are participating in a competition have to write a story. People who are participating in the competition have to write a story. You are exactly the person dash I wished to see. Whom I wished to see. Meet the proud mother dash daughter has won several medals. Meet the proud mother whose daughter has won several medals. What did you do with the money dash I gave you yesterday? What did you do with the money which I gave you yesterday? An atheist is a person dash does not believe in God. An atheist is a person who does not believe in God. I don't remember the name of the man whom I spoke to yesterday. I don't remember the name of the man whom I spoke to yesterday. Only children dash parents or illiterate study in this school. Only children whose parents are illiterate study in this school. So in this, all the sentences we are making use of WH form, and WH form which is not referring to a adverbial clause, but then these are all the noun clauses. Noun clause, whom, who, which, what, these are all the words that we made use of to fill in the blanks. And this is the exercise 2, and this is the video class for semester 4. So today I conclude the class with this relative clauses. So today I have completed the one word substitute as well as the relative clauses of the given syllabus semester 4. Thank you.